Hey, good evening. It's your favorite Dr. Soloway. And if I'm not your favorite Dr. Soloway, I don't know where the next Dr. Soloway is. Although, I have mentioned this before. My daughter will graduate medical school in 5 or 6 months. And after she completes her training, she'll be a member of the practice at Arthritis and Rheumatology Associates. And I assure you, she will be very good. She will be absolutely excellent. Okay, again, as I've said before, nobody is watching me in my mobile office giving a lecture to hear about what my daughter's doing. So here I am, I'm in the car, the mobile office. And again, I'm looking at the road, which is why I'm not staring at the camera. Hopefully you can see that I'm looking forward. So if you notice, it's actually light out. So maybe we had a slow day. Who knows? Maybe somebody canceled. Tonight's topic is Lyme disease. Apparently, I've done some talks on Lyme disease, and frankly, they were either accidentally deleted or something. I put up a spondyloarthropathy lecture. A lot of requests for that. Turns out that lecture had over 10,000 views, and I personally accidentally deleted it. We were able to find it, and by the way, soon we are going to have a personalized URL, so it'll be much easier to find me on my channel here. Alright, so what can we say about Lyme disease? Well, I guess there's two things the way I'd like to break this up. One is, why does a rheumatologist see Lyme disease? Well, in early stage Lyme, you develop a flu-like illness and you develop the bullseye rash that everyone talks about. That's abbreviated ECM, or Eric Charlie Mary, stands for Erythema chronicum migrans. So what happens, the tick bites you, and usually it's under the armpit or in the groin, and there is a expansion of the lesion, leaving a hole in the middle and a red ring around it. And while this rash is reported to occur in 50 or 60 or 70% of persons who get Lyme disease, it probably occurs in closer to 98%. Frankly, most people don't see it, and within a week or so, it's gone. Even without treatment, it's gone. So the people or the patients or the personnel who get bitten by the Lyme tick, they, what happens is they get the flu-like illness, they get the rash, they get their blood test. It shows a Lyme IgM Western blot to be positive. IgG means that they had an infection in the past. And if the screening ELISA is positive and the Western blot is negative, then your test is negative and your symptoms are from something other than Lyme. So I subscribe to the school that does not believe there is such a thing as seronegative Lyme. And I also subscribe to the school, and I'm off topic, but when people refer to chronic Lyme, 99% of these people do not have chronic Lyme. There is an entity called chronic neuroborreliosis, very similar to neurosyphilis, where the person gets bit by the tick, and they either don't get treated or they get partially treated. And with partial treatment, their blood test never comes back positive. They can go for many years, and they can have brain damage. That is chronic neuroborreliosis. The people walking around that say they have pain all over, they don't have Lyme disease, and frankly, if they do have Lyme disease for whatever reason, that pain is not synonymous with their having Lyme disease. However, that being said, people who get Lyme disease in the stage 2 often get arthritis of the knee. Swollen, tender, warm knee with inflammatory, murky-looking joint fluid. You will not end up growing Lyme from the fluid. You will simply do the blood test. You will get your Western blot positive. In the case of the knee, you will actually see a positive IgG because the IgM has already disappeared. That's one reason they come to a rheumatologist. Another reason they come to the rheumatologist is after they've been treated for the knee arthritis, which in fact is really a knee infection. People develop the exact same arthritis of that knee as if they had rheumatoid arthritis. And at that point, you can't kill an already dead bug. I don't even know how to pronounce it anymore, but the tick itself that transmits the Ixopodes damoni, the tick that transmit this thing, I lost my train of thought. I apologize. It must be the bumping of the car. The people who get Lyme arthritis can get post-Lyme arthritis, and what that means in a nutshell is if you're treated properly for Lyme of the knee and you still have symptoms and you know the tick is dead, you can't re-kill it. So what you have to do is you have to treat it as if it's somebody with rheumatoid arthritis. You go ahead and you treat the inflammation. The second thing is that people can get what is known to be post-Lyme fibromyalgia. So that means you have a bona fide case of Lyme, your blood test is positive, you get treated correctly or appropriately with doxycycline or amoxicillin, or in rare cases, you get treated with erythromycin or zithromax. And then people develop bad sleep, soreness all over, but not arthritis. And this would be referred to as post-Lyme fibromyalgia. So that's another reason they come to the rheumatologist, and we have to work very hard with these patients because they do suffer very much, and you need a very compassionate and sympathetic physician. I don't mean me, of course, but some people think I'm compassionate and all that. I am really. But you need somebody who's accurate and astute and somebody who understands